Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ajnana Timirandhasya, Jnana Shalakaya, Chakchurun Militam Yena, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Amriteshwariyai Namaha. Om Amriteshwariyai Namaha. Om Amriteshwariyai Namaha. Om Amriteshwariyai Namaha. We'll begin with a short meditation. Kindly sit straight. Make sure your vertebral column and spinal column is erect. And slowly close your eyes. Try to focus your awareness on your breath. Feeling every inhalation and exhalation that passes through your body. As you watch your breathing, you will also find out that you are slowly relaxing effortlessly, and the rate of your breath will go down. And now, we'll chant Om 3 times. And as we chant Om, imagine the sound of Om to arise from your navel area and visualize the sound traveling upwards along your spine, cleansing your body, your mind, and as the vibrations go out of your body, imagine those vibrations cleansing the atmosphere around you also. Now kindly take a deep breath. Once again, bring your focus inwardly, fixing your awareness on your breathing. And now as you breathe in, chant the mantra, the syllable Ma, silently along with your in-breath. And Om when you breathe out. Ma is a symbol of love, and Om of divine light. You need not visualize love and light, just feel love and light filling your heart slowly. Continue for some time, breathing in Ma and breathing out Om. Slowly and slowly the reverberations of Ma and Om become more and more subtle, as your mind becomes more and more subtler. You just feel the vibrations of Ma and Om rather than the physical sound. Feel the sound arising from deep within you, or the vibrations coming from deep within you. Feel the love and the light in the heart. As they fill your heart with peace, with silence, and with bliss. Imagine your heart expanding like a flower bud that blossoms into a beautiful and fragrant flower. Now imagine a ray of light filled with love, with peace, with contentment, and with silence and bliss, going out from your heart to all the beings in this world, just like the rays of the sun, and as the light falls on each and every one of them. Imagine they also become more loving, more peaceful, more content, more blissful. And while imagining so, we'll chant the Loka Samasta prayer 9 times. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu 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 Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Om Dhyayamo Dhavlavagundhanavatim Tejomayim Nashtikim Snigdha Pangavilokinim Bhagavatim Mandasmidashri Mukhim Valsalyamritavarshinim Sumadhuram Sankirtanalapinim Shamangi Madhusikta Suktim Amritanandatmikam Ishwarim. Om Amriteshwariyai Namaha. Om Amriteshwariyai Namaha. Om Amriteshwariyai Namaha. Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryandam Vande Guru Parambaram Sruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loga Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kradav Vande Bhagavandav Punapunaha Ishwarau Guru Rakmedi Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshana Murtaye Namaha. Om Amriteshwariyai Namaha. In the last session, we were seeing the different demons who were attacking baby Lord Krishna. And imagine he was not even at that time walking. He was just lying in this cradle. And first we saw Putana who came to feed him. And then there was the Trinavarta, the demon, who came just like a tornado. One of the things that which we have to understand is when we talk about demons, and when we talk, it's not about the demons alone. We have to understand that these are the different kinds of emotions that can just capture us, our mind. And they can come just like a mother, but it will be deadly poisonous, and it will be just like the mother's milk, but after some time you will realize, oh my God, it was so poisonous. And then the other one is also like the tornado, as many of us know. These emotions, just can come like twisters and lift us up into some other plane. And by the time we are somewhere, then we realize that our mind has been abducted. So we have to, in another way, we have to understand that how can we control these different emotions that come in the form of demons. That is only by holding on to Lord Krishna. And Lord Krishna can save us only. In this case, for us, only Amma can save us. So chanting Amma's name, remembering Amma, and not getting lost in the tornado, and understanding that Amma is holding us, Amma is with us, and by chanting her name continuously, we can definitely go over and get over the tornadoes and the poisons, etc. So the next chapter is talks about, this is Skanda 10, chapter 8, the naming of Lord Krishna, and also his brother Bala, Balabhadra. That is so the naming of the two children, and so here again, what happens is the Sri Shuka is giving the comment, narrating the story to Parikshit. So that which we have to always remember, the Srimad Bhagavatam has been narrated by Lord Shuka to King Parikshit, and he says, "O King, Garga, a sage of great austerity and the priest of the Yadava clan, visited Braja one day at the instance of Vasudeva. And Nanda was delighted to see him, and he got up from his seat, saluted him, and prostrated himself before him and worshipped his feet in faith that he was worshipping the Lord through him. And to the sage thus well received and comfortably seated, Nanda addressed the following sweet words of greeting." So it's customary that whenever a sage comes, they wash the feet, receive them with due respect. And why they do so is because in order to receive the blessings of the sage. So that's the main reason. And Nanda was talking to sage Garga. And the sage was being addressed like this: "O Holy One, please tell us what we can do for you, the self-fulfilled who has no wants." And he says, "The visits of holy men to the homes of householders who are afflicted by many cares and anxieties is indeed a great blessing to them, leading to their all-round welfare. It cannot be meaningless. And the science of astrology, which enables one to know things that are not open to the senses, was founded and formulated by you. With the help of it, man can know the past and the future. So it's befitting that a profound Vedic scholar like you should do the purificatory rites for these two boys. Men of your stature are gurus by very birth." So he just very sweetly he addresses sage Garga Muni. And he says, when you come to the houses of householders, you who know the three times, the past, the present, and the future, you do not just come into the householders' homes just without any particular reason. There is a reason. And for the householder, as when such a sage comes, it's a great blessing also. And not only that, he says, Garga Muni was the one who founded and formulated the astrology. And with the help of it, man can know the past and the future. So he says, you please do the purificatory rites of these two boys, and also give them the names. That's also there. So in olden times, that's what they used to do when they used to bathe the children, and then they would name them. And Garga said, "I am the priest of the Yadus and am widely known. If I perform the purificatory rites of your children, Kamsa may take it to mean that they are Devaki's sons. Kamsa has heard the announcement of Devaki's girl that his foe is somewhere born. He knows that you and Vasudeva are on intimate terms of friendship, and there is every chance of his rejecting the theory of Devaki's eighth child being a girl. All this will make him suspect that his foe is here, and he may take steps to kill him. To give him scope for such suspicion will be a great tactical blunder." So he says, I'm the guru. Especially in northern India, every clan would have a guru of their own. And for the the clan of the Yadus. Garga Muni is the guru. So if he does something, that's what he's saying, that Kamsa would come to know of that. And he knows that the girl, that is the Devi, who came in the form of Maya, who took the form of Maya, and who disappeared from Kamsa's hand, saying that the 8th child is born and will kill him. He will know that the 8th child is none other than Lord Krishna. So, and Balarama. Balarama is also there. So, both of them are there. And he will know that Lord Krishna would be the 8th child and might kill him. So, Nanda said, in some solitary place, in this cowherd settlement of ours, without the knowledge of even our own people, please perform the essential naming ceremony of the boys with the chanting of the appropriate mantras for their welfare. So now you know why all the parents come to Amma to name their children. It's very auspicious. And so he's pleading, Nanda is pleading to Garga Muni, saying that please name these children. And you have to, we'll just go somewhere where even not anybody would even look and see us, and you can just do it very secretly. And Sri Shuka said, as this request coincided with his own idea, the sage complied with it and performed the naming ceremony of the boys in privacy. And Garga said, this son of Rohini will be known as Rama, as he will delight, Ramayan, that is, give delight to his friends and relatives by his virtues. Because of his excessive strength, he will be called Bala. Bala means one who is very strong. So that's why, as he would bring about the unity among the Yadus, he will be called Sangarshana, the attractor. And so his name became Balarama. And now turning to Lord Krishna, Garga Muni says, the younger boy who embodies himself forth in every age had in the past the 3 complexions of white, red, and yellow. And now he has taken up the dark complexion. That is, so Krishna, which means dark, will be his popular name. So in the previous incarnations, as I say, Malsya, Kurma, Varaha, Narasimha, Vamana. And so in those different avatars, he had taken these colors, white, red, and yellow. And so now, since he's a dark complexioned, he will be known as Krishna. As he was born of Vasudeva, elsewhere, he will also be known as Vasudeva, means the son of Vasudeva, among knowledgeable people. And numerous other names also are there for your son after his qualities and achievements. Neither I nor others know them all. As we know, Gopal, there are so many numerous names for Lord Krishna. Chittachora. And so all these names came much later. And Garga Muni says that, look, I do not know the names, because there will be numerous names. Gopala, Govinda, Radheya, that is all different, all these things will be there. And so Radha, Krishna, all these things will be there. And so what happens is these names will come much later, because I don't know. And the boy Krishna, so dear to the cows and men of Gokula, will work for the all-round welfare of you all. You will easily get over all kinds of difficulties with his help. O Lord of Vrija, once when there were no rulers to keep peace in the country, and people were at the mercy of robbers and brigands. The peace-loving people were saved by this Krishna and put on the path to posterity. Just as Asuras do not attack the devotees of Vishnu, so no enemy can overpower the devotee of Krishna. O Nanda, this child of yours is equal to Lord Narayana himself in respect of fame, prowess, and other excellences. Look after him with all attention. And Garga returned after communicating this much to Nanda, who felt immensely glad, blessed, and fulfilled by all that he heard from the sage. So he's saying, Garga Muni, who knew who the child was, says that he's equal to Lord Narayana himself. He's none other than Lord Narayana, and he is equal to him in fame, prowess, and other excellences. So now we go into the boyhood pranks of Lord Krishna. In the course of time, Rama, that is Balarama, and Krishna began to move about together, playfully on their knees and arms. They dragged themselves through slushy regions in Brija to the accompaniment of the tinkling sound of their anklets and girdles. Themselves delighted to hear the sounds, they looked at people passing by for a while, but then withdrew themselves to their mothers, as if out of bashfulness or fear at the sight of strangers. Their mothers, excited with affection, took up the children whose bodies looked lovely with mud doing duty of unguents. They then applied them to their breasts and were thrilled to see their faces wreathed in smiles revealing their newly sprouted teeth. And when the boys had grown up enough to entertain the gopis by their play, it became usual for these to forget their household duties in merrily watching the tug-of-war between the boys, tightly holding calves by their tails and the calves dragging them hither and thither. So you don't need any explanation for all these things, so I'm just going by. So the mothers now fell into a dilemma, and the worry therefrom whether they should attend to their household duties or constantly watch and guard their boys. For so playful and restless were they that they had to be incessantly guarded from the dangers of cows, fires, cats, knives, ponds, birds, and thorns. And shortly, Rama and Krishna passed the stage of moving on knees and began to run about on their feet. And not long after, Krishna, along with Rama and other friends, began to engage himself in various sportive pranks to the great joy of the women of Vrija. It is said that the gopis one day gathered together and began to speak of Krishna's delightful pranks in the hearing of his mother, Yashoda, as follows. So these are the gopis' complaints to Mother Yashoda. O mother, he comes and releases the calves before milking time. And if anyone scolds him for this, he laughs at them. Then he makes arrangements for thieving milk products and consumes all the milk and curds he gets that way and distributes good quantities of it among the monkeys that follow him. And when he does not consume their contents, he breaks the containers. And if he gets nothing in any place, he goes away in anger, pinching the little children there and making them cry. And when he cannot reach the receptacles of milk products with his hands, he devises a stand with stools and mortars. Knowing as he does which pot contains milk and which curds or butter, curd meaning yogurt, he makes holes in the mud pots kept in slings and drains off their contents. Where the slings are in darkness, the brilliance of his bedecked body provides sufficient light for him. All this he does when the gopis are very busily attending to their household chores and duties. And if questioned about his misconduct, he gives impudent replies and answers calls of nature in the courtyards of the houses. Now look at him. He stands there, a picture of innocence after having done so much mischief. And the gopis represented all this to Yashoda, looking now, and then at the face of Krishna, that was all the more beautiful because of the signs of pretended fright at the charges brought against him. The only response of Yashoda was to laugh away the whole thing. And she could not bring herself to scold her darling by any means. So all the gopis are going and complaining to Mother Yashoda about Lord Krishna breaking the pots, drinking all the milk and stealing the butter and giving it to all the monkeys. And finally, they're saying that he would, if he didn't get anything, he would pinch the children and make them cry. And so he does all these things. And one may wonder what was the reason for this, right? And many would ask this question, why did Lord Krishna do all these things? It is said that the gopis, when they would be churning the milk, the yogurt, and making butter, they will be thinking about when is Lord Krishna going to come and break the pot. And sometimes they would hide and watch him breaking the pots, and then they themselves got the delight. So all the time, inadvertently, without any effort, while milking the cow, while making the yogurt or boiling the milk, their mind was completely in Lord Krishna. So that by itself was the greatest meditation, just by thinking about Lord Krishna. And one day, while Krishna was playing in the company of Rama and other cowherd boys, some of them went to his mother and complained that Krishna had eaten mud. And in the interest of his health, the mother caught hold of Krishna by his hand and scolded him while he stood with his eyes tremulous with fright. So people went and complained that Lord Krishna had eaten the mud, and then when Krishna was confronted by Mother Yashoda, he was just acting like he was so afraid. She said to him, "Oh mischievous fellow, why did you eat mud stealthily? Your friends and even your brother testify to it." Child Krishna protested, "Mother, I have not done so. They are telling a lie. And if you think they are telling the truth, please examine my mouth in their presence." And the mother said, "All right, open your mouth." And Sri Hari, who had become a human child out of sport, without any loss of his divine powers, now showed his mouth to her. And in it, Mother Yashoda saw within it the whole universe of moving and unmoving entities, the sky, the quarters, the earth, with its mountains and oceans, including the spheres of wind called pravaha, and of lightning called fire, and the moon, and the stars, all the other worlds. And besides, she saw the whole heaven with its luminaries, the surrounding girdle of the categories of water, fire, air, and sky, the deities presiding over the indriyas, which is the sense organs, and the sense powers themselves, and the mind, the elements forming the objects of senses, and the gunas of Prakriti, that is nature. And she saw within her child the whole universe with all its diversities and distinctions caused by the jiva or individuality, time or the principle of change, swabhava, that is nature, the impressions caused by karma and the mind. And what was more, she was filled with worry and doubts to see within his open mouth even the land of Vrija, with herself in it. And she then thought, what can this be? Is it a dream or Lord's Maya or the work of my deranged brain? Or can this be due to some extraordinary powers natural to my boy? So there is a beautiful song, Yashomadi Maiya ne Nandalal se pucha, in Hindi. That is about, no, that is different, sorry. So when Lord Krishna Ennatavam Seveno. So that is the song. And so Yashodama confronts Lord Krishna that he ate the mud, and when she asks him to open his mouth, she sees everything right from the beginning of creation, and to the fact where she herself is standing there in Brija. And so she's, of course, then she's kind of confused as to what is this? Who is this child? And is it because of the child, or am I dreaming? So then she says, I salute that supremely mysterious being by whom, out of whom, and on whose support this world has its existence, a world that stands as a puzzle to all the efforts of man to understand it through his intellect, mind, action, and words. My only support is he whose Maya I have come to think perversely. I am Yashoda, Nanda is my husband, this is my son, I am heir to all the wealth of this chief of cowherds. All these gopas and gopis and cows are under my commandment. The Lord thereupon cast a spell of Vishnu's Maya of parental affection on his mother, who had come to glimpse the truth. At once, Yashoda lost even the memory of the experience she had, and she gathered up her son in lap, overcome by intense affection for him as before. He whom the followers of the Vedic Karmakanda speak of as Indra and other deities, whom the Vedantins call Brahman, whom the Sankhyas speak of Purusha, whom Yogins call the Atman, and whom the devotees call the Bhagavan, that Hari was considered as her own son by Yashoda. So you could say that when Yashodama was suddenly thinking, that when she saw this, she started thinking, maybe I'm thinking perversely that I am Yashoda, and Nanda is my husband. Suddenly she went into Vedantic kind of a thought, and this is my son, and I'm heir to the wealth of all the cowherds, because her husband was the chief. And at that time, when she started really thinking about it, then Lord thereupon cast the spell of Vishnu's Maya with parental affection of his mother. Many a time, this happens to us also when we go near Amma. Sometimes when you go near Amma, we start thinking, who is she? What is she? And sometimes she shows us the real glimpse of who she is. And when we start thinking like that, suddenly, she starts hugging us, and then we forget everything, and we know we are in the lap of the Divine Mother, and we forget everything else. So it's like that. So the Maya takes over in just 1 second, and we tend to forget who really Amma is. So now, what happens is Sri Shuka tells about the past of Nanda and Nandagopa and Yashoda, how they became the parents of Lord Krishna. Now, the Raja, that is Parikshit, said, "O Holy One, what meritorious act was done by Nanda to have had this great blessing, and by Yashoda too, to have suckled the great Lord himself? It was not Krishna's parents, but Nanda and Yashoda who had the good fortune of witnessing these sanctifying boyhood deeds of Krishna, hymned about by sages even today." And Sri Shuka said, on the eve of Lord Krishna's incarnation, Brahma had ordered all devas to be born on earth for his service. Drona, the leader of the Vasus, and his wife Dhara were thus asked by Brahma to be born on earth as cowherds maintaining cattle. They thereupon said to Brahma, "May we have in our embodiment on earth that kind of supreme devotion to Sri Hari, the Lord of all, by means of which people easily overcome this misery of samsara." And Brahma granted them that boon, and this Drona of great fame and fortune was born as Nanda, and this Dhara as Yashoda, his wife. For this reason, the Lord, who happened to stand in the relationship of a child to them, was loved by them in that aspect more than by any Gopa or Gopi in the Gurukula. In order to fulfill the words of Brahma, Krishna, along with Rama, stayed in Brija and gave supreme joy to the couple. So, the question is very natural, because Vasudeva and Devaki was the parents of Lord Krishna. So he said, instead of his parents enjoying all his childhood pranks and his company during his childhood, why did Nanda Gopa and Yashoda Ma had the good fortune of witnessing these boyhood deeds, which is sanctifying, and which is also, they said, hymned by sages even today. Even today, the sages talk about the boyhood pranks of Lord Krishna. And so Lord Shuka said, when Lord Krishna was about to incarnate, Brahma, the creator, had ordered all the devas, all the demigods, to be born on earth for his service. And Drona was the leader of the Vasus, and his wife was Dhara. So they requested Brahma that while they are on the earth, they want supreme devotion to the Lord, Sri Hari. And that's why when Brahma granted the boon, the child came to them, and they had the good fortune to look after the great Lord Krishna when he was a small child. So, when we think about this, we can also think about Sugunachan and Damayanti Amma. How blessed they were to have Amma as their daughter. And Amma being born, they had the immense good fortune to look after her for more than 18 to 20 years. Same thing, we do not know the real story, as it cannot be revealed right now, and Amma will not reveal anything to us as of now. But definitely, like Yashoda Amma and Nanda Gopa, they are also equally blessed to have Amma, and they are also not ordinary people. They must have been highly evolved, spiritually evolved people, coming for just this purpose alone. And as we know, when we look at their qualities, they were born into a fisherman community, right? And they had none of the qualities of fishermen. As Amma would talk about Damayanti Amma, she was so kind, from the very beginning. And she would feed everybody who would come, every stranger who would come to her house. She would keep buttermilk out for people who will be thirsty. And she would take care of every chores in the house and all these things. So when you think about Damayanti Amma's qualities, it does not match actually the quality of a woman born in a fisherman village. Well, if you have doubt, you can just go and look at the families who are living there now, in that village. They don't have such qualities. And they do not, in that sense, have that kind of a spiritual atmosphere also around them. So I just wanted to mention that. So then, now we are being told the story of Lord Krishna being tied to a mortar. And Sri Shuka said, once Yashoda, the wife of Nanda, had set her assisting housemates to various items of household work and was herself engaged in churning the yogurt. And while churning, she kept on remembering and singing songs on the childhood plays of Krishna that have been described heretofore. A silken cloth round her heavy hips, encircled by girdle, her breasts, shedding milk out of her overflowing affection for her child, her bracelets and ear ornaments moving with her exertion in churning, her face revealing drops of perspiration on it, her tresses shedding jasmine flowers. Such was the picture of handsome Yashoda as she sat churning. And thirsty for milk, Hari, which was Lord Krishna, approached the mother engaged in churning and stopped her churning operation by arresting the churning rod, thereby filling the mother's heart with great joy. And seating him on her lap, she suckled him with abundant flow of milk that her intense affection was generating, watching all the while the charming face of her boy with waves of smile playing upon it. Just then she noticed that the milk kept on the fire for boiling was overflowing. And she ran towards it, keeping on the floor her child, who had still not had his full feed. So angry at this, child Krishna's eyes became red, and his lips trembled, and he began to bite his lips. He then took a stone roller, broke the churning pot, and let go of all its contents. With make-believe stage tears in his eyes, he repaired to a solitary place in the interior of the house where he sat eating a lump of butter that he took from the store. After taking down the boiled milk from the oven, Yashoda returned only to see the broken curd pot and the yogurt all spilt. She understood that this was her son's work, but only laughed at it. The boy, however, was not to be seen anywhere. Soon she caught sight of him sitting on an upturned rice husking mortar and throwing lumps of butter stolen from the sling to monkeys. Occasionally, with the fear of discovery of his theft, with large eyes in his eyes, he was glancing hither and thither. Yashoda approached him slowly from behind. So you could just imagine the scene. I don't have to explain anything else. And on seeing the mother approach, stick in her hand, he got up in great haste and ran away as if in mighty fear. The mother also followed him, whom even a yogi's mind, well prepared by practice and austerity, fails to reach without his grace. Her pursuit of him was slowed by the heaviness of her hips, and in the course of effort she put into the task, she was found to be followed by the numerous flowers that fell from her loosened tresses. Weeping from a sense of guilt, rubbing his collyrium-painted eyes with the hand, and looking now and then at mother's face with terror-stricken eyes, he was caught by Yashoda, by the hand, and threatened and scolded. As he saw her son frightened, she threw the stick, giving up the idea of beating him, and without any inkling of his powers, decided to tie him up to the husking mortar. He who has neither inside nor outside, who has neither before nor after, who is at the before and the after, the inside and the outside of the whole universe. Nay, who is the universe itself? Him, the unmanifest and the supreme sporting a human form, the master of the senses, him, the gopi, taking for her child, tried to fasten to the mortar. So they're describing who Yashodama is trying to fasten to the mortar. So he's saying there's no inside or outside, and neither before or after. And it's who is the universe itself. And in tying her guilty child to the mortar, she found that the string in her hand was short by about 2 inches to complete the round. So she attached another string to it. When she found that even that was short by 2 inches, she attached another with the same result. Whatever attachment she made, it was all found to be short by 2 inches. And Yashodama thus exhausted all the strings in her house, but still was there the shortage of 2 inches to complete the round. And the gopis who were watching all this standing around her began to laugh at Yashodama's predicament, and she too burst into laughter in utter astonishment. And finally, seeing his mother perspiring, with her hair disheveled and flowers falling from it, Krishna felt pity for her exertions and allowed himself to be tied up out of kindness to her. So you have to understand, she's trying to tie the king of the universe, or the Lord of the universe. So every time she tries to tie him, she's short by 2 inches. And she tries different threads, and all of them cannot even reach him. And finally, he himself allows to be tied. And that's when he could be tied. So that's a very beautiful example here. So, there is only one way to tie the Lord. What is that? Through love and bhakti, devotion. So without which you cannot tie the Lord, even if you try to do that. And it needs the grace of the Lord itself. So, Amma Amma used to say this sometimes when at times she used to scold I think Pranavamra Swami and Swamiji. She would say that one time Pranav Swami had Amma was trying to beat him with a stick, and then he immediately caught the stick and broke the stick into pieces and threw it away. Then Amma had to tie his hands and tie him to a post. And then she said, I was in Yashoda Bhava. That's the whole thing. Amma was enjoying that. And so it's just, I'm just comparing it with Ma Yashoda. So Sri Hari has thus shown how he subordinates himself to his devotees, although he is externally free and is the master of all the worlds and thus the guardian of the deities. Neither Brahma nor Shiva nor even Sri, who always clings to him, could attain this measure of grace from Krishna, the bestower of liberation, as the gopis did. As this gopi did. That is, Yashoda Ma did. So he's saying, the story of how even Brahma and Shiva, nor Sri, that is Lakshmi Devi, who always clings to him, could attain the measure of grace from Lord Krishna. Just as Yashoda Ma did. And the worshipful Lord embodied as the son of the gopi was not as easy of approach to persons whose spiritual practices are based on body consciousness, nor even to the jnanis who have given up body consciousness and have become Atman consciousness, as he is to devotees possessed by bhakti. So you can say, he's saying that even those who worship him and whose spiritual practices are based on body consciousness, and not even to the jnanis, means the ones who have attained knowledge, and they have given up their body consciousness and has become Atman consciousness. So they have realized, as he is to devotees possessed of bhakti. So only a devotee who is possessed by bhakti can get this type of grace. That's what they mean. And after this incident, Krishna's mother was again busily engaged in her household duties. And Krishna, tied to the mortar, found nearby a pair of Arjuna trees, formerly two Guhyakas, sons of Kubera, now become trees under a curse. So, now, we will go to the next story, but we'll conclude for this session and understand that this, this beauty about Srimad Bhagavatam, that's what here Sage Shuka is saying. Even jnanis who have become body consciousness cannot attain what the devotees possessed of bhakti, that is pure devotion. And what if they have pure devotion, then that only can they only can get the grace of the Lord. And in that Harinarayana, Jayanarayana song, there is a line which says, "Pyare se pukare, wo daudi aaye." So before that, he cannot be caught by tapas, he cannot be caught by austerity. And only if you call him with love, then only, he will come to you. So that's a beauty about bhakti. Again and again, emphasizing the fact that the grace of the Lord is definitely attained through bhakti. And even great jnanis like Ramana Maharshi and Nisargadatta Maharaj, who always used to talk about Vedantin, they have talked about this bhakti. And as Amma said, Ramana Maharshi used to worship the mountain as Lord Shiva itself. And what happened was, whenever he would look at the mountain, he would just be crying. There would be tears. And similarly, in the case of Nisargadatta Maharaj, Amma used to say that whenever during the evening and during dusk, he would just take a couple of these small things that you beat with, and he would start singing and singing loudly to the Lord, and tears would be flowing from his eyes. So that's why Amma says there is no difference between a real bhakta and a real jnani, because bhakti and jnana are not two but one and the same. And when in that height, it's not a good example, but I'm just saying, like, if you study physics and chemistry, and as you go deeper and deeper, even biology for that matter, anything that you go deeper, then what happens is everything becomes one. All this knowledge becomes one. When you talk about physicality itself like that, you think about spirituality. In spirituality also, what happens is all these different paths become one at the very end. So this is what Amma also says and illustrates to us, and why she always, sets the example of a bhakta, or that she, when she is, and she gives importance to bhakti, devotion. It's not because that that she, many people consider her to be a great bhakta, a devotee, just like Mirabai or some other great bhaktas or devotees. But in the end, that's what she means, that in the end, everything comes together. Bhakti, jnana, and there is also one more example of, a great saint called Ramatirtha. And he had come after, Swami Vivekananda had come to US in the early 1900s. He came to the US. And he used to give lectures. During daytime, he used to give lectures of Vedanta. And when he used to go back at night to his room, the disciples used to say that his pillow was covered with tears and wet. So later, when he was asked, can you describe a real Vedantin? So he said, a real Vedantin is one who keeps talking about Vedanta the whole day, and at night he goes back to his room and keeps crying for the Lord. So we understand this slowly and slowly. So that's why, the very fact that Srimad Bhagavatam was written after all the Vedas and all the Puranas was written, so that itself shows the power of bhakti, of devotion to it's a real devotion, our selfless devotion to the Supreme. So may we all attain that selfless and supreme devotion in Amma's presence. Om Amriteshwari Namah.
Ambe Ma, Jagadambe Ma, Ambe Ma, Jagadambe Ma,
Ambe Ma, Jagadambe Ma, Ambe Ma, Jagadambe Ma,
Ambe Ma, Jagadambe Ma. Jagadambe Ma,
Ambe Ma, Jagadambe Ma, Ambe Ma, Jagadambe Ma,
Amritamayi, Anandamayi, अमृतमयी अम्बे मां ജഗദംബേ മാ ജഗദംബേ മാ അംബേ മാ ജഗദംബേ മാ അമൃതമയി ആനന്ദമയി ശാന്തിമയി സുഹാസമയി അമൃതാനന്ദമയി അംബേ മാ ജഗദംബേ മാ അംബേ മാ ജഗദംബേ മാ ജഗദംബേ മാ ജഗദംബേ മാ അംബേ മാ ജഗദംബേ മാ दीनों के दुख हरता तुम शांति प्रदाता,
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 अनाद के नाद तुम जय जय गणनाथा,
अनाद के नाद तुम जय जय गणनाथा,
अनाथ के नाद तुम जय जय गणनाथा,
अनाथ
प्रभु रखे जो पहला कदम,
लेके नाम तेरा प्रभु रखे जो पहला कदम।
लक्ष्य को पाए देवा दूर हो उसकी अड़चन,
लक्ष्य को पावे देवा दूर हो उसकी अड़चन,
दूर हो उसकी अड़चन। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा,
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा।
श्री गणेश श्री गणेश श्री गणेश देवा,
श्री गणेश श्री गणेश श्री गणेश देवा।
श्रद्धा से जो करे तेरा नित सुमिरन,
श्रद्धा से जो करे तेरा नित सुमिरन,
अहंकार मिट जावे देवा पावे भक्ति मुक्ति कदन,
अहंकार मिट जावे देवा पावे भक्ति मुक्ति कदन,
पावे भक्ति मुक्ति कदन। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा,
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा।
श्री गणेश श्री गणेश श्री गणेश देवा,
श्री गणेश श्री गणेश श्री गणेश देवा।
तब चरणों में देवा अर्पित ये तन मन,
तव चरणों में देवा अर्पित ये तन मन,
तेरी कृपा से नाथा टूटे माया के बंधन,
तेरी कृपा से राधा टूटे माया के बंधन,
टूटे माया के बंधन। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा,
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा।
श्री गणेश श्री गणेश श्री गणेश देवा,
श्री गणेश श्री गणेश श्री गणेश देवा।
तीनों के दुख हरता तो शांति प्रदाता,
तीनों के दुख हरता तुम शांति प्रदाता,
तीनों के दुख हरता तुम शांति प्रदाता,
तीनों के दुख हरता तुम शांति प्रदाता।
अनाद के नाद तुम जय जय गणनादा,
अनाद के नाथ तुम जय जय गणनाथा,
जय जय गणनादा। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा,
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा।
श्री गणेश श्री गणेश श्री गणेश देवा,
श्री गणेश श्री गणेश श्री गणेश देवा।
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा,
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा।
श्री गणेश श्री गणेश श्री गणेश देवा,
श्री गणेश श्री गणेश श्री गणेश देवा।
गोपाल कृष्ण राधा कृष्ण
गोपाल कृष्ण राधा कृष्ण
गोपाल कृष्ण राधा कृष्ण
गोपाल कृष्ण राधा कृष्ण
कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण
कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण
कन्हैया गोपाल कृष्ण
कन्हैया गोपाल कृष्ण
कन्हैया गोपाल कृष्ण
कन्हैया गोपाल कृष्ण
श्री कृष्ण श्री कृष्ण श्री कृष्ण श्री 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 कृष्ण
कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण
कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण
कन्हैया गोपाल कृष्ण
कन्हैया गोपाल कृष्ण
शत्रु कुरुना सख पांडवाना
शत्रु कुरुना सख पांडवाना
शत्रु कुरुना सख पांडवाना
शत्रु कुरुना सख पांडवाना
कृष्णा वासुदेव
कृष्ण वासुदेव
कृष्णा वासुदेव
कृष्ण वासुदेव
श्री कृष्ण श्री कृष्ण श्री कृष्ण श्री कृष्ण
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 हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे
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 हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव कृष्णा वासुदेव कृष्णा वासुदेव कृष्णा वासुदेव कृष्णा वासुदेव कृष्णा वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे
कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे
नाथ नारायण वासुदेव
नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
गोपाल कृष्ण राधा कृष्ण
गोपाल कृष्ण राधा कृष्ण
कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण
कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण
कन्हैया गोपाल कृष्ण
कन्हैया गोपाल कृष्ण
दे दर्शन माँ देवी माँ अम्बे माँ भवानी माँ
दे दर्शन माँ देवी माँ अम्बे माँ भवानी माँ
दे दर्शन माँ देवी माँ अम्बे माँ भवानी माँ
दे दर्शन माँ देवी माँ अम्बे माँ भवानी माँ
दे दर्शन माँ देवी माँ अम्बे माँ भवानी माँ
दे दर्शन माँ देवी माँ अम्बे माँ भवानी माँ
दे दर्शन माँ देवी माँ अम्बे माँ भवानी माँ
दे दर्शन माँ देवी माँ अम्बे माँ भवानी माँ
रिश्ते नाते बंधन छूटे सच्चा है बस प्यार तेरा माँ
रिश्ते नाते बंधन छूटे सच्चा है बस प्यार तेरा माँ
रिश्ते नाटे बंधन छूटे सच्चा है बस प्यार तेरा माँ
रिश्ते नाते बंधन छूटे सच्चा है बस प्यार तेरा माँ
तन मान धन ये भी झूठे माँ तन मान धन ये भी झूठे माँ सच्चा है बस साथ तेरा माँ जय जय 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 माँ भवसागर से हमको बचा लो इस जीवन को धन्य बना लो
सागर से हमको बचा लो इस जीवन को धन्य बना लो
भवसागर से हमको बचा लो इस जीवन को धन्य बना दो
सागर से हमको बचा लो इस जीवन को धन्य बना लो
गोद में तेरे हमको बसा लो माँ गोद में तेरे हमको बसा लो परम प्रेम माँ हम में जगा दो जय जय माँ 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 दर्शन माँ देवी माँ अम्बे माँ भवानी माँ दे दर्शन माँ देवी माँ अम्बे माँ भवानी माँ दे दर्शन माँ देवी माँ अम्बे माँ भवानी माँ दे दर्शन माँ देवी माँ अम्बे माँ भवानी माँ दे दर्शन माँ देवी माँ अम्बे माँ भवानी माँ दे दर्शन माँ देवी माँ अम्बे माँ भवानी माँ दे दर्शन माँ देवी माँ अम्बे माँ भवानी माँ जय मा जय 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 जय माँ 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 जय माँ जय 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 जय माँ देवी अमृतानंदमयी माता पतितोद्धार निरंतर हृदय अमृतानंदमयी परमहंस पद निलये देवी अमृतानंदमयी माता अमृतानंदमयी हे जननी जनि मरण निवारे अमृतानंदमयी हे सृत जन परिपालिनी जयदा अमृतानंदमयी माता अमृतानंदमयी सुरजन पूजित जय जगदम्बा अमृतानंदमयी सहज समाधि सुधन्ये देवी अमृतानंदमयी माता अमृतानंदमयी माता अमृतानंदमयी माता अमृतानंदमयी ओम जय जय जगजननी वंदे अमृतानंदमयी मंगल आरती माता भवानी अमृतानंदमयी माता अमृतानंदमयी माता अमृतानंदमयी। जय बोलो सद्गुरु माता अमृतानंदमयी देवी की। अमृतेश्वरी मंगलम प्रणमदा मुक्तिप्रदे मंगलम भुवनेश्वरी मंगलम सुकृतिनाम एकाश्रये मंगलम अमृतेश्वरी मंगलम प्रणमदा मुक्तिप्रदे मंगलम भुवनेश्वरी मंगलम सुकृतिनाम एकाश्रये मंगलम हृदयेश्वरी मंगलम हृदिलसस्तेजोर्मयी मंगलम मृदुभाषिणी मंगलम विजयदा प्रेमाकृते मंगलम विजयदा प्रेमाकृते मंगलम विजयदा प्रेमाकृते मंगलम। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय अमृतं गमय. ॐ शान्ति